Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to continue solving this past paper, which is Biology Paper 2. So the last time we had this paper, we ended on question 2 under section A. So today we are resuming this past paper from question 3. Okay, from question 3. So here is question 3. Question 3, the question reads, Figure 3.0 shows the life cycle of a mosquito. So we are given the life cycle of a mosquito here. And we can see stages, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Okay, the question continues. Question 3a, Roman numeral 1. Identify two stages in figure 3.0 which are most suitable for eradicating malaria. Identify two stages in figure 3.0 which are most suitable for eradicating malaria. So the first step we are going to take here is to understand the term eradicating or eradicate. What is to eradicate? So to eradicate is to get rid of something or to eliminate something. So how can we eradicate or how can we control malaria? So we are given 4 stages. Now the question is saying which one is the perfect, uh, which 2 stages are perfect stages for us to eradicate malaria. So the perfect stages for us to eradicate malaria is larva and pupa. Why are we saying is larva and pupa? So during these 2 stages, this organism is inactive as compared to stage 4. Okay, so stage 4 is showing adult mosquito. So it is really hard for us to eradicate the adult mosquito because the adult mosquito can run away or the adult mosquito may escape. But for larva and pupa, it is easy to eradicate them. Reason being, they are found on a designated places or they are found on a stationary place. Okay, so for example, larvas are found on the surface of the stagnant water. So the adult mosquito lay eggs on the surface of the stagnant water. So if we use chemicals to destroy the eggs, the chemicals may not be effective enough to destroy or to kill or to eradicate all the eggs. So some of the eggs may not be eradicated by the chemicals, but killing the larva and pupa can be easy. So the chemicals can be effective and the chemicals can kill a good number of larva and pupa. Hence, uh, the best stages here that we can use to eradicate malaria is larva and pupa. So larva and pupa are the best stages we can use to eradicate malaria. Okay, so therefore we are going to say stage 2, which is showing larva, and stage 3, which is showing pupa. The next question, which is question the next question, which is question 3a, Roman numeral 2. Roman numeral 2, the question reads, for each stage, identified in A, Roman numeral 1 above, state how malaria may be eradicated. So we are from identifying 2 stages, stage 2 and stage 3. Now they want us to state or to explain how malaria can be eradicated at stage 2. So stage 2, as we can see, it is showing larva. So how can malaria be eradicated at stage 2. So malaria can be eradicated by using oil. Remember I said larvae are found on the surface of the stagnant water, or eggs eggs are eggs are put on the surface of the water. So if we apply oil, so there is oil that we can use. If we apply oil on the surface, or if we deposit oil on the surface of the stagnant water, this oil uh, will prevent the larva from accessing the oxygen. And we know that for animals to survive, they need oxygen. So oxygen is needed for animals to survive. So if the larva is prevented from accessing oxygen, then this larva is most likely to die. The larva is most likely to die. So we can use the larva oil to eradicate larva. So stage 1, oils may be applied to the water surface so that oil can prevent larva from accessing oxygen. Stage number 3, pupa. How can we use pupa to eradicate? How can we use? How can we eradicate malaria on stage 3? So we can eradicate malaria on stage 3 by using insecticides, or by using chemicals, or by using poisons. So using poisons or using insecticides can be used to eradicate pupa. Or better still, we can use the natural method. So natural method involves fish feeding on pupa. Okay, so this may also reduce the number of pupa found on the surface of the found on the surface of the water, found on the surface of the water. The next question, which is question A, Roman numeral 3, suggest 2 ways in which malaria can be controlled in the community. So suggest 2 ways in which malaria can be controlled in the community. So, way number 1, malaria can be eradicated or controlled in the community where we are living by sleeping under treated mosquito net. So, sleeping under treated mosquito net can help to eradicate or to control or to eliminate malaria. So, the mosquito net has chemicals, okay, as chemicals, or the mosquito net is treated. So the treated mosquito may prevent, uh, the treated mosquito net may prevent mosquitoes from accessing or from coming into contact with our bodies. So method number 1, sleeping under mosquito net. So sleeping under mosquito net can help to eradicate malaria. Also, draining the stagnant water, getting rid of stagnant water. So we know that stagnant water may act as a breeding ground for mosquito. So mosquito may find the safe place, the comfort place where they can start mating, interbreeding, and produce more mosquitoes that may cause malaria. So by eradicating, or by eliminating, or by draining the stagnant water, we are preventing, okay, we are controlling, or we are fighting against malaria. So we can also fight malaria by draining the stagnant water. Draining the stagnant water. We can also control or eradicate malaria by, okay, by cutting tall grasses. Okay, so tall grasses may act as shield. So tall grasses may may prevent may act as a shelter for mosquitoes. So the tall grasses may prevent the mosquitoes from the harsh winds that may come. So as a result, the tall grasses may act as a breeding site or as a breeding venue, as a mating venue, and this may lead to overpopulation of mosquitoes, thereby causing malaria. So cutting grass short may help to eradicate malaria. Number one, draining stagnant water. Number two, sleeping under mosquito net. So these are some of the ways we can use to prevent or control malaria or to prevent ourselves from malaria. The next question, which is question B, what term is given to the mosquito based on its role in the transmission of malaria pathogen? So, what term is used to an organism that is transmitting disease or that is causing disease? So, an organism that is causing disease is called vector. And there are two types of vectors, biological vector and mechanical vector. So biological vector carries its pathogen inside the body. Then a mechanical vector carries the pathogen on the surface of its body. So for example, mosquito is an example of a biological vector. This one being it carries the pathogen, the plasmodium inside the body. Then housefly is an example of mechanical vector. This one being it carries the pathogens or the pathogen on the surface of its body. So therefore, we are going to look at a good number of vectors here. We can see housefly, mosquito, ticks. We can see lice. Okay, so this one is an example of a biological vector. This one is an example of a mechanical vector. So therefore, we are going to say biological vector. So mosquito is an example of a biological vector. The next question, which is question C, Roman numeral 1. Question C, Roman numeral 1. The question reads, define pathogen. What is a pathogen? So a pathogen is a disease-causing agent like bacteria. So bacteria is under the pathogen, virus is under pathogen, parasite, all these are under pathogen. So therefore, we are going to say a pathogen is defined as an organism or biological agent causing disease to its host. A pathogen is defined as an organism or biological agent causing disease to its host. Question C, Roman numeral 2. Name the malaria causing pathogen. Name the malaria causing pathogen. So the malaria causing pathogen is plasmodium. So plasmodium is the malaria causing pathogen. We shift to the next question, which is question 4. Question 4, the question reads, Figure 4.0 shows the longitudinal section of a stem. We are given the figure as we can see. Question 4a, Roman numeral 1, which letters in figure 4.0 correspond to cambium, xylem, and phloem. So the cambium is found between the phloem and xylem. The xylem is found inside. Okay, the xylem is found inside. Then the phloem is found outside. Okay, the phloem is found outside. Then the cambium is found between the phloem and xylem. So we are going to make use of the diagram given here to answer this particular question. Question 4a, cambium. So which one is representing cambium? So we can see that T is between U and S, and we can see that S is pointing the part inside, then U is pointing the part outside, then T is pointing the part between S and Y. So therefore T represent cambium. T represent cambium. S represent xylem. S represent xylem. U represent phloem. U represent phloem. Okay. The next question, which is the question, which is question A, Roman numeral 2. Explain the functions of S and explain the function of S and T in the plant. So the function of T of S, the function of S is a xylem. What is the function of S? The function of S is to transport water and mineral salts. So the xylem also offers support to the plant. The xylem also offers support to the plant. The function of the cambium produce phloem cells and xylem cells. Cambium is also responsible for secondary growth. Okay, cambium is also responsible for secondary growth. So secondary growth involves an increase in the diameter of the body of the plant. Then primary growth involves the height, increase in the height of the plant. This is the primary growth. Okay, this is the primary growth. So the question is carrying 4 marks. So as we can see, we have provided the information that is equivalent to 4 marks. The next question, which is question 4b, Roman numeral 1, which letter corresponds to the structure which needs companion cells to function properly. So the structure or the cell that needs a companion cell for it to carry out its function effectively is the phloem cell. So phloem cell is the structure that needs companion cell to carry out its function. So the one that is representing phloem here, the one that is representing phloem is U. The one that is representing phloem is U. The next question, which is question 4b, Roman numeral 2, which letter in figure 4.0 corresponds to a structure in which substances can either move up or down? Which letter in figure 4.0 corresponds to a structure in which substances can either move up or down? So the function of the phloem is to transport manufactured nutrients such as sucrose and amino acids by translocation. So the phloem offers transport in two ways. It offers transport downward and it also offers transport upward. So it offers transport in two ways. So even on this one, we are talking about phloem cell, and the letter that is representing phloem cell is U. Okay, so this brings us to the end of question 4. Now let us shift to the next question. We shift to the next question, which is question 5. Question 5, the question reads, Mrs. Mumba delivered a baby girl in a certain hospital. Mrs. Mumba has blood group O and the father to the girl has blood group AB. Mrs. Mumba sues the hospital for giving her a wrong baby whose blood group was O. Question 5a. Explain using a genetic diagram why Mrs. Mumba would win or lose the case. So, the blood group of Mrs. Mumba is O, and the blood group of the father to the girl is AB. And we are told that the blood group of the child is O. So now Mrs. Mumba has decided to sue the hospital for giving her a wrong baby. So what are the chances? Is she going to win the case or is she going to lose the case? So to know if she will win the case or she will lose the case, first we need to do some closings. So the next closings are the ones that will help us to determine, whether Mrs. Mumba will win the case or not. So let us do closings. So we are told that so F stands for father, M stands for mother, F stands for father, and we are told that the genotype of the father or the blood group of the father is AB. The blood group of the father is AB, and the blood group of the mother is O. The blood group of the mother is O. We do genetic crossings. We cross this one and this one. We are going to have an offspring with the blood group A. By the way, we need to understand that blood group O is recessive. Hence, it cannot express itself over blood group A, B, and AB. So here it is showing blood group A. But this one is a carrier of blood group O. We cross this one and this one. Again, we are going to have an offspring with the blood group A. This one also has blood group A. We cross this one and this one. We are also going to produce an offspring with the blood group B. This one is showing blood group B. So even here, blood group O is recessive. Blood group O is recessive. It cannot express itself. It cannot express itself fully. Okay. We are going to cross this one and this one. So we are going to produce another offspring with the blood group B. So we have seen that we have produced we have seen that we have produced two offsprings with blood group A and two offsprings with blood group B. So the chances of this family or the chances of this couple producing an offspring with blood group O is 0. So there was a mistake, or the hospital made a mistake by giving the child or by giving a girl to Mrs. Mumba who is having blood group O. So Mrs. Mumba would win the case. Okay. So Mrs. Mumba would win the case. This one being, according to genetic closeness, there are no possibilities of this couple having the child with the blood group O. Okay, there are no chances. So Mrs. Mumba would win the case. So the question is carrying 8 marks, even though it is not indicated here. It is not indicated here. The question is carrying 8 marks. So therefore, there is need for us to provide each and every information, each and every detail, so that we can attract 8 marks. So to attract 8 marks, we are going to start with the parental phenotype, parental genotype, separation of gametes, the first filial offspring generation, the second filial, the first filial offspring genotype, or the first filial generation offspring genotype, also the second filial generation uh, offspring phenotype. Then we are also going to conclude after making a detailed genetic closings. So to make a detailed genetic closings, we need to understand that, like I said, blood group O is recessive. Blood group O is recessive. So O is not fully expressed. O is always overshadowed by blood group A, B, and AB. Okay, is always overshadowed. So we have seen that here there is a presence of blood group O, but it has not been expressed. Even here, there is a presence of blood group O, but it has not been expressed. And here, so if we have two alleles for blood group O, then it will be expressed. This one being, there is no dominant allele that will overshadow this allele. So if there are two recessive alleles, so these two recessive alleles will be expressed. Okay, they will be expressed. They will show. They will show. So therefore, let us produce the genetic diagram or genetic closings with us each and every detail. Okay, so we have the father, mother. Okay, parental phenotype. So parental phenotype means something that you can able to see. Okay, something that you can able to see, that you can able to observe, something that you can able to see or observe. So you can observe that this father has blood group AB, but we don't know the alleles, we don't know the genotype of the father. Okay, we also have here, so we do closings, we close this one and this one. We can see that we have produced an offspring with the blood group A. We close this one and this one. We have also produced an offspring with blood group A. We close this one and this one. We have also produced an offspring with blood group B. We close this one and this one. We have produced an offspring with blood group B. So we have seen that Mrs. Mumba would win the case. Mrs. Mumba would win the case. Okay. So therefore, we can also make use of the information given here. We have the information here. So this information can help us to understand this question fully. So if we close AB and if we close blood group AB and O, we are not going to produce an offspring with the blood group O. So we have seen that the first two, these are blood group A, and the second two, these are blood group B. Okay, these are blood group B. We shift to the next question. What have been the correct genotype of the actual father? So for this mother with the blood group O to produce or to reproduce or to produce an offspring with the blood group O, she need to have it. She need to have this child with the father the father who is having blood group O, blood group blood group O. Okay, let me do this so that you can understand what we are talking about. So we are just told in the question that Mrs. Mumba has blood group O, has blood group O. So in order for this child to be produced, we need to have a father with blood group O. So if we do this, there are chances of us producing an offspring with the blood group O. Okay, with the blood group O, there are chances of this couple producing an offspring with blood group O. There are chances of this couple. Okay, so we can also use blood group AB. We can also use blood group AB. So even blood group AB heterozygous. So this one and this one, we can produce an offspring with blood group A. This one and this one, blood group O. Okay, so we have seen that there are chances of this couple producing. There are chances of this couple producing an offspring with blood group O. We can also use B. We can also use B. We can still produce an offspring with blood group O. So here we are going to have an offspring with blood group B. We cross this one and this one, we are going to have an offspring with blood group O. Okay. So in order for this mother to produce an offspring with the blood group O, she needs to have it with the father with the blood group O, blood group AB, blood group not blood group AB, blood group A, blood group B, and blood group O. Okay, so this brings us to the end of section A. Let us shift to the next section, which is the section B. Section B, answer any three questions from this section. All answers must be in complete sentences and paragraphs. Question 6, A, identify causes of infertility in human beings. Identify causes of infertility in human beings. So blocked oviduct may lead to infertility. Reason being, when the oviduct is blocked, when the oviduct is blocked. This will prevent the sperm from penetrating the ovum. This will prevent the sperm from penetrating the ovum, or this will prevent the sperm from fertilizing the ovum or from fertilizing the egg that is coming from the ovaries. So, blockade or blocked fallopian tube or blocked oviduct may lead to infertility. So, the blocked fallopian tube may also block or may prevent the egg from meeting the sperm, may prevent the, the ovum from meeting the sperm. Sometimes even fertilization may take place, but coming back to the uterus so that the implantation can take place can be a challenge. So maybe fertilization can take place here. Now coming back so that this zygote or this fetus can be implanted on the uterus can be a challenge. This one being there is a roadblock here. The fallopian tube has been blocked. So the blockade can lead to infertility. Sometimes poor ovulation may also lead to infertility. So if the ovums or if the eggs are not produced, if the ovaries are not producing eggs properly, this may also lead to infertility. This may also lead to infertility. Okay. Low sperm count may also lead to infertility. Low sperm count may also lead to fertility. So low sperm count is unusual or small number of sperms found in the semen fluid. So we have seen the normal sperm count and the low sperm count and the low sperm count. So the low sperm count may lead to infertility. Alcoholism may also lead to infertility. Alcoholism may lead testosterone production. It may also lead to impaired sperm maturation. It may also lead to testicular damage. It may also cause erectile dysfunction. It may also increase stress. So we have seen that alcoholism or alcohol may also lead to a low sperm count, may lead to low sperm count, or may decrease sperm count or decrease sperm motility. So sperm motility means the ability to propel. So a sperm is made up of the tail that is capable, that acts as a propeller to propel through the semen fluid. So the alcohol may reduce this ability, this motility, this ability or the locomotion of the sperms. So this may lead to infertility. So therefore, we are going to say a blocked or damaged fallopian tube can prevent sperm from reaching the egg or prevent the egg or fertilized egg zygote from moving from the ovary to the uterus to be implanted. So blocked or damaged fallopian may lead to infertility. The small number of sperms in the semen, sperm count, may reduce the chances of the sperm to fertilize the ovum. So alcoholism can affect the normal functioning of the testes, stopping sperm from developing properly and reducing the sperm ability to move towards an egg. So the alcoholism may reduce the sperm's ability or the sperm's motility to move towards the egg. So we have seen that these are some of the causes of infertility. So having these causes of infertility, we are not saying these are the only causes of infertility. there are a number of causes of infertility. So, providing the information here, we can attract from us the 6 marks that has been given. The next question, which is question 6b. Question 6b, the question leads, describe how a healthy pregnancy could be maintained. Describe how a healthy pregnancy could be maintained. So there are a number of ways in which health pregnancy can be maintained. So health pregnancy can be maintained by having good nutrition for proper growth of the fetus. So last time we looked at the importance of nutrients. So having good nutrients will help, uh, will guarantee the proper growth of the fetus. So the fetus will grow well if it is provided with the good nutrition. So in order to maintain health pregnancy, you also need to avoid harmful substances that may cause harm to the fetus, such as cigarette smoke, chemicals, drugs, etc. Having antenatal services for VCT, all these are ways which can help to maintain a healthy pregnancy. We shift to the next question, which is question 6. Question 6, the question leads. This one will be our last question in this video. Describe safe childbirth. Describe safe childbirth. So how can safe childbirth be enhanced? So safe childbirth can be enhanced by evaluating the minimum standards for safe delivery. Okay, so we are going to say safe childbirth can be attained by prenatal sensitization. So to have a safe childbirth, the mother needs to be educated, need to be given information, full information about the pregnancy. Strict eating or drinking during labor is one of the health pregnancy. Keeping mother and baby together after birth is one of the safe child birth. Okay, so we have given the answer. So in this video, we are going to end here.